regard everything I do as a comeback. It's quite extraordinary. They say, Andrew, where have you been? I haven't been anywhere. You know, if people know which bar I'm in, they can find me any night of the week being seriously unenigmatic. But because I don't go to the same bars as journalists or media people, I'm always seen to have gone away.
And also, too, you haven't had an album out for a few years. You haven't been doing a show. I mean, that's going away.
I'm like Jesus, you know, omnipresent even in my absence.
Yes, it's a different sense of goodness, I guess. Different lifestyle.
A slightly less bearded version. But obviously I have a lot in common with Christ.
Obviously.
I just wanted to point this out, because I didn't point this out last time.
Oh, I think it's important to point it out. Do you have a lot of disciples?
About 2. Yeah, it's a small church.
Make any money?
I'm very poor. No, where's that in my mouth? No. Try not to lose too much, and I don't have to worry about the rent, and I can buy cigarettes. But no, I don't basically make money.
Huh. Not very
That's okay,
modern.
that's not why I do this, you know.
No, why do you do it?
I like doing it, and occasionally I do it well, and it's always a challenge, and I like that.
You know, years ago, you were like leading the indie scene, and I always thought that, like,
No,
do you miss that community?
I don't know. I tend to. I'm very suspicious of the word indie. It's usually associated with perverse amateurism, which I don't approve of. I always regarded myself as having my own major label, a very poor, very inefficient major label. I think it's interesting to note that my band was never, ever offered a deal by an independent label. I don't see how we come to be regarded as so very independent. I'm not sure really what that means. No independent label ever wanted anything to do with us.
I always think that independent is sort of young with new ideas. It's usually the starting spot. Not just necessarily like industrial or so alternative that it's independent. I mean, I think that that's changed. But I always thought it'd be cool to live that kind of life because you'd be surrounded by artists of different art.
Well, I can't imagine anything worse than one of my ideas of hell is being surrounded by artists, or God forbid, musicians.
Yeah. Well, they're not artists.
No, they're not.
One of the articles reading about Sisters of Mercy, they described the new album, Vision Thing, as a self-inflicted bruise.
Yeah, I dispute that. That's their prerogative, you know, that's not my business, though.
I think it's kind of cool, actually. No?
No, I dispute that because one thing that for me marks this record out from our previous stuff is that there's no, at any time, at no time is there a sense of victim on this record. The protagonist in question on every track is totally arrogant, totally confident, and very wittily cruel. There's no sense of victim at any point, and this self-inflicted bruise business would seem to me to indicate otherwise. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. So.
Actually, now you say it, that makes sense to me.
But obviously, I mean, I have a very different perspective on it
from the listener.
Yes.
Yeah. But you've got a pretty funky band happening on this one. I mean, there's a different balance, isn't there? I mean, you seem to be different characters.
Yes, we are. That's only really beginning to manifest itself now we're on the road, because obviously the 2 of the guys really weren't around for the record because the band was like putting itself together while the record was being made, and really the record is just me and Andreas, because we wrote the stuff and the other guys weren't around when we started the album. But yeah, we are very different. I like how I always wanted to be a cardinal. It's very unfortunate I'm not Catholic. My mother always thought I was going to be a bishop, but the clothes aren't as good.
What do you think of the video more?
It's okay.
I mean, I just think it must be really strange to have, you know, most people have their memories to sort of, in their own head, their own version of what happened in their past. And you've got, like, television interviews and radio interviews and stuff. How does it feel to check stuff out that's old?
I don't. I've only just bought... I got a TV and a video recorder last week because I wanted to watch the war and tape it. But otherwise, I've spent 5 years without a TV. I don't miss it.
Right, so you don't have to look at it and go, do I recognize myself?
No, I don't.